So our topic again for today is bolted connection. It's just a very quick, very quick topic. You can relate this one, by the way, similar with the one with that's what been discussed in steel design. So basically, ganun din yung bolted connection. Okay. So for the formula of this one, so it is S is equals to Ri over VQ, wherein S is the spacing of bolts in millimeter. R is the shear capacity of bolts in Newton. Then the I is the moment of inertia of section in mm raised to the fourth. The max shear is the V in Newton, and then Q is the statical moment area in mm raised to 3. So yun, basically ito lang naman yung madadagdag on the formulas that we've already been discussed before. For the formula of the shear and so on. So naituro na yun. So idadagdag na lang natin itong additional formula na to. Okay, for you to for you to uh, appreciate this formula, so let's have an example agad. Okay? So sabi dito, a cantilever shown is composed of 3. Okay? Tatlong 75 mm by 200 mm. So actual size timbers. Okay, members fastened together to form an I-beam. So you form an I-beam using this one. Okay? Kuha lang tayo ng kapag-drawingan. So kung meron daw tayong Kung meron daw tayong 75, wait lang. Okay. So 75 by 200. So meron na tayong tatlong piraso. Then we will form an I-beam. So basically, nakaganito siya. Okay? Ayan. So tatlong 75 by 200. Yan yun. And then, sabi dito, what is the shearing stress in the glued portion if the timber are glued together? Okay, so take note for the for the method of joining timber. Okay, one of the method na pinaka-effective for me is yung glue kaysa doon sa pakuin mo siya. Actually, the strength pagdating sa connection ng timber, mas effective siya kapag naka-glue. Kaya 'di ba we often apply wood glues kapag nagko-construct tayo ng mga timber structures or kahit na anything basta timber. Okay, kunwari table, upuan, 'di ba? Ayan. So, 'yun. So sabi dito, ayun nga, what is the shearing stress in the glued portion? So if you could see the location of the glued portion is where? So, 'di ba nandito? Ayan. Yan naman yung i-glue natin. Okay? The next is what is the maximum shearing stress of the beam? Okay? So basically that's BQ over IB. Okay? Then what is the shearing stress in the bolts? So ibig sabihin we will apply the formula of the bolt. Formula na pinakita natin kanina. If timbers are bolted together by a single row of 10 millimeters diameter, bolts is spaced at 150 mm apart in the row. Okay? So, ito yung given natin. We have a load. Ayan. And then, ito yung length. And let's go to the solution. So, first is, kunin natin yung sa glued portion. Okay? So, yung shear natin, take note lang sa yung sa given natin, that is, may uniform load, tapos meron tayong, um, meron tayong concentrated load at the end of the cantilever beam. Ayan. So for the shear, so that is 2 times its length. So that's 2.4 plus 9. So that is 16.2 kilonewton. Paki-double check na lang class ako may issue sa sagot. Please chat it sa chat box so that we can verify. Okay. And then for the Q, so that is area times its extreme distance, di ba? From the neutral axis. That is 200 times 75. Okay? Then, we multiply that by the half. Sana yun? And then yun. So, the answer is 200, 2,062,500. Then, using the given natin na ano na cross section, so we can let's get yung moment of inertia niya, which is the I, that is 200 times 350. Saan ang galing yon? Ito, di ba? That is 200 times 350. Ayan. So that's 200 times 350. Ito, dalawang 75 yun. So gawa muna tayo ng isang square, tapos i-minus natin yung nasa loob. So that would give us 631.25 times 10 raised to 6. This is times 10 raised to 6. And then yung B natin, okay, for the IB, that is 75. So with that, just ano lang, direct substitution of the values that we have, the V, the Q, the I, and the B. So we will come up with the shear stress of 0.706 MPa. So basically, yan yung shear stress natin doon sa location ng glued portion. Okay? Or doon nga sa dinowing natin kanina. On the other hand, sabi dito was the maximum shearing stress of the beam. So with this, isasama na natin yung nasa taas. Ito. O ba? O yeah. Yung nakapatong. Teka, puntahan nga natin yung section. Wait lang ulit, class. Yeah. So, going back, so kung kanina kung ang kinuha lang natin is from the eto, dahil nga nandito yung sa glued portion natin, eto, di ba? So, kanina ang kinuha nating distance is from here, ayan, dito, punta dito. Okay? So, yun yung 200 by 75, the cross-sectional area of this one. And then, yung distance siya papapunta doon sa, doon sa extreme end, di ba? So, that is 100, hanggang gitna, I think gitna. So, that's 100 times half ng 75. On this side naman, ito. So, yun. So, same lang din dito. Plus, ito is 100. Saan nanggaling yung 100 natin? Times 75 times 50. Wait, pull out ko nga yung notes namin dito before. Wait lang. Okay, sorry for the confusion. Anyway, ayan. So, ito yung sunukat natin. Ayan. From this end up until here, yan yung una. Okay. And then, yung sa sumunod naman, asan yung isa? Yung 100, it's the half of this You multiply that to 75. And then, ang distance naman niya up until here is 50. Ayan. Okay. Going back with this one. So, yun. So, we would arrive with the value of Q na 2,437,500. And then, same lang din naman yung I. Hindi naman siya nabago. Okay? So, magkaiba lang yung ano niya, yung BD cube over 12. Dahil nga, again, kinuha mo na yung malaking rectangle or square. Tapos, we subtract yung um, yung dalawang nasa gilid. Supposedly, dalawang nasa gilid. Okay. So yun, with that, so same yung I and then the B would be the same. Ang tanging na iba lang dito is yung Q because it's the maximum shearing stress. And then so the answer is 0.834 MPa. Okay? And then for the third one, sabi dito, eto naman yung may kinalaman na dun sa mismong topic natin, which is the spacing. Yung may kasamang spacing na ng bolt. So, ang spacing ng bolt natin is 150 and then 10 daw ito. Ayan. So, let's go with the solution of that one. So, we use the same Q as what we have on the first problem kasi yan yung nandoon sa location ng ating tawag dito glute. So, basically same. Ito naman is naka-bolt tayo. Now, with the V, same lang din naman yung V. The I would also be the same. So, dito tayo sa formula na ng S. Okay? So, we have the V, we have the Q, we have the S, and we have the I. Yung R, yung hinahanap, which is the shearing stress. Ayan, shearing stress. Okay? So, yun yung R. Ayan siya ha. Ayan. Shear capacity or this is the shear stress natin. Yan yung tinatanong dito, yung R. Okay. Now, I think confusing siguro yung nasa given ay yung what is the sharing na lang dapat to share capacity. Okay. Palitan natin para hindi confusing. Baka kasi ma-associate nyo sa stress which is a of pressure share capacity. Ayan. So with that, so direct substitution lang tayo sa formula natin which is S is equals to RI over VQ. 150 over R times 631.25 times 1 million, that's times 10 raised to 6 over 16,200. Let's convert this one into Newton. And then the Q, ayan. So, nakamillimeter naman. Nakamillimeter din naman tayo dito. So, the answer is 79,939.6 Newton. So, ito yung R natin. Okay. So, ito yung una natin hinahanap. Then, with the stress, ito, di ba ang formula pala ng stress? Oo nga, tama. Sorry, tama pala to. Shear capacity. Lagyan na natin. And stress. Yeah. So, ito yung shear capacity. And then, with the shear capacity natin, we just use the formula na ito. Di ba yan yung formula ng ating yung formula ng ating stress is equals to yung force times the perpendicular distance para sa shear stress, di ba? Okay, pero dito nakabaliktad lang. So, partial stress is equals to force over area. Pero yung area natin is not cross-sectional but it is perpendicular. Parallel pala. Yung section parallel dun sa force. Okay, dahil shear yan. So, 7,939.6 is equals to the area of the bolt. Ang sabi dito, ang area ng bolt natin is 10. Wait lang. Torque loss for the intermission. May ano. Anyway, so yun. With that, going back. Puputol-putol. Ayan. So with that, so ang bolt size natin is 10. Ayan, 10 mm. So we apply that pi over 4, 10 squared times the S. Okay? Okay, so the stress or yung shearing stress ng ating bolt. So the answer is 101.1 MPa. So basically straightforward lang naman yung pag-compute nito. I don't think na na mahirap siyang ma-pick up. Ayan. So yun. So ito yung final answer for the first problem. Any question? Wala? Sige. Okay, so let's go with the second problem, which is this one. So a distributed load of W Newton per meter, which is unknown, okay, applied over the entire length of a simply supported beam 4 meters long. Okay. The beam has cross-section shown. Ang cross-section niya is this one. So ito yung cross-section natin. So so meron tayo dito na 20 by 200. Tapos we have 120 by ilan to? 20. 120 by 20. Kasi this is 200, this is 160. So both sides take 20. Ayan. So ito yung section dyan. Okay. So ang tanong, una, value of W. So it will not exceed yung allowable flexural stress na 10 meters. So kukunin daw yung value ng W. Tapos kukunin din yung value ng W kapag it should not exceed the allowable shearing stress naman. So yung isa 10 MPa na flexural, isa is 0.8. So basically that's a comparison of of yung BQ over IB na formula natin. Okay, for the shear, and then yung MC over I for the flexural stress. Kasi meron tayong allowable, so we just substitute that one with that formula. And then next is what is the value of W, so that these screws, okay, have shear strength of 800 Newton. Okay, and pitch or S of 50. Okay, ito yung spacing. Okay, ayan siya. Okay, ito spacing. Yes. Okay. Ay, sobra. Sorry. Ayan. So, for yung sa una, so kunin lang natin yung I. Okay. The I. Ito yung drawing. Pakita ko lang. That's, ayan. So, MC over I. So, just get yung nasa labas, tapos iles mo lang yung nasa loob. Okay? So, ganun lang kasimple. So, that's 200. Then, yung distance natin is 160. That's 120 and dalawang 20, that's 160. Okay? So 120 1 times 160 cube over 12. Then over 12, then we subtract that sa 160 naman na nasa loob. Tapos ang depth niya is 120. Ayan. Over 12. I hope clear yung class. Ayan. Then we will arrive sa 45.23 times 10 raised to 6 mm raised to the 4th. Then maximum moment, 'di ba, ng simple beam is WL squared over 8, which is W times 4 squared. So we ano yung W, ito nga hinahanap. So that is ang sagot is ng maximum moment is 2W kilonewton meter. So we substitute everything, yung MC over I, okay? Ito. So for the M, ito, yung C over I. And the answer is 2.83. May question? Any question? Okay, so wala. I think ano naman straightforward lang din naman to. Wait lang
Sorry class, ang dami kong intermission. Nakikumatok lang sa bahay, yung barangay. Anyway, so going back with this, so let's go naman with the, let's go with the, sa ano to, yung sa shear. So with the shear naman, okay, so before we use the BQ over IB, we just determine the value of shear, which is, ang formula di ba ng shear for the simply supported is PL over 4. So P, okay, PL over, the WL over 2 pala, sorry, WL over 2, which is WL time, which is 4 over 2. So that is 2W kilonewton. So ito yung shear natin. Unknown yung W. And then for the Q, so kunin natin yung Q na malaki, tas Q na maliit sa loob. Subtract mo lang. So that is 200 times 80. Okay? Then, so times 40. Then yung isa naman is 160 times 30 times 160 times 60 times 30, so which is 352,000 mm raised to 3. So having said that, with that, so the formula of the shear is BQ over IB. Meron na tayong B, may Q, yung I. Kunin lang natin yung kinukuha dito sa kabila. And then B, which is the 40. Ayan. And then, yun. So with that, so we will now arrive with the W is equals to 2.06 kilonewton per meter. Ayan. So lumalabas mas malaki yung nandito sa kabila. So ano po ba yung tanong sa pangatlo? That is, ayan. So value daw ng W para yung sa shear strength natin of 80 Newton, 800 Newton. So with that, okay. So for the Q, that is 200 times 20 times 70. Just check na lang yung ating section. Then, we substitute everything sa S. Meron tayong S na 50, given yan kanina. Then yung, yung R, which is 800, ay nakuha na natin yan kanina doon sa first two problem. Then yung V, which is 2W, nakuha natin yan sa second problem. Then, times 1,000 lang para sa unit consistency. And then, the Q, eto sa taas. Now, bakit may dalawa dito? Kasi if you're going to check the section, dalawa yung ating yung ating connection. Ayan. Ayan. Ito, reference na lang dito sa kung saan nakuha yung mga values natin dito. Okay? So, yun. Again with that, so, ito pala yung latag ng ating pako. Ayan, dito. Ayan. Kaya siya dalawa kasi on both sides. Hindi siya dahil up and down na. On both sides siya. Kasi yung shear would happen on a same plane, di ba? So yung plane dito, yan yun. So yung shear dito, dalawa yung nag-a-act. Ito tsaka ito. Sa kabila naman, ito tsaka ito. Kaya times 2 lang, hindi siya times 4. Okay. Ayun. So with that, so the answer is ng W is 2.58 kilonewton meter. But basically, this is based on not the not on the not on the allowable shearing stress, pero naka-base yan doon sa shear strength na nung screw or nung ating bolt. Okay? So yun, if we're going to compare isang 83, isang 06, tas isa 58. Eto. So parang basically, ito ang kaya lang niyang yun, is base lang dito. Ito kaya niya to. Okay? Ito naman naka-base naman to sa material eh. Hindi naman to naka-base sa sa connection. Okay? Any question? Wala. Sige. I think straightforward naman. So I will be uploading this slide together with this drawing for reference nyo. Ano naman siya class, madali naman siya sundan kasi straightforward lang. Ito, i-drop ko na dito sa ating chat box yung solution, ay, yung illustration for that one. Ayan. I think, ang hindi ko lang na ano dito is this one. Ayan. Okay. Ito, whenever we do the bolting, ito yung hindi ko na focus kanina. Hindi lang siya particularly sa bolt. We also apply the same concept kapag pinapako. Ito yung concept ng pinapako, 'di ba? Hindi mo naman yan inilulubog hanggang dulo, 'di ba? So hanggang kung saan man siya abutan kung gaano kahaba. Now, yung S na sinasabi nating spacing, ito yan. Yung spacing lang ng bolt or ng pako. Ngayon, ang difference lang niya kapag ka nakabolt tayo is that butas siya hanggang dulo. Yung makikita nyo dito sa illustration dito sa isa is that tuloy-tuloy siya hanggang dulo. Ito yung section on this view kapag ka sa tagiliran tinignan, ganito yung itsura. And ang normal application of the bolt is that kung ito yung bolt natin, tapos meron tayong nut, so naglalagay tayo ng washer bago yung ilagay yung nut at bago isuot yung bolt sa butas. Okay? So yun, yung sa pako naman, di ba tayo naglalagay ng washer? Eh. Naglalagay lang tayo no, na parang washer kapag sa yero. Kasi di ba ano, baka lumusot yung pako kapag ka malakas yung hangin. Okay? So pwedeng umangat, lumusot yung pako sa butas. Kaya yung pako ng yero is para siyang may washer. Okay, para siyang ganito. Yung may nakaganon na ano. I think nakakita naman na kayo ng pako ng yero, di ba? Para siyang paganyan. Para siyang dito. May tingga sa ibabaw. Pero parang washer siya. Okay? Ayun. Any question? Wala? O sige, kung wala, i-discuss ko lang na mabilis yung ano, yung ating plate. Okay? So, discuss natin na mabilisan yung plate. So, with this, ayan. Ay, laki. So, with this, for the plate, so, we will be using
Excel with this one. Okay, so una is you prepare, tapos yan, you prepare a timber structure, yung plan and section. Basically ano lang, ano bang gamitin nating area? Siguro gagawin natin ano, 10 meters by 12 meters. Yan. So bahala kayo mag-design. Now, with that, in terms of the loading, kayo bahala mag-assume. In terms of the location of the column, kayo din ang bahala. Make sure na makakabuo kayo ng 120 square meter. Ano lang, 2-story. Para lang alam nyo paano mag-compute ng kahoy. So, ang gagawin natin is, yun, using this area and this dimension, bahala kayo mag-locate kung nasaan yung hagdan, kung nasaan yung joist. As in, kayo bahala mag-frame. So, yun. Gawa kayo ng location ng column, tapos sunod location ng girder and beams. Then, ang next yung gagawin is the joist. Okay? So, ang i-design nyo dyan is the column na I think na na-discuss na natin, if I'm not mistaken, yung joist tsaka beam. Ito, na-tour na natin ito noong una. So, apply nyo lang yung serviceability and strict requirements natin for these two. Tapos dito din sa column. Now, for the loadings, kayo bahala. Pwede nyo gamitin yung reference na binigay natin, pero that's in feet, I guess. Mag-NSCP na lang kayo. Okay? So, titingnan ko kung ano-ano yung mga i-consider yung loading. Please be logical. Dapat maiisip nyo kung ano yung mga nasa structure. For example, live load, dead load. Pagdating sa dead load, ano-ano ba yung mga dead load? Ano yung mga finishes? Ganon. Ano yung... Then, by the way, 2-story residential pala. Residential to. Kasi maliit lang yan eh. So, for the loadings ng dead load, kayo bahala mag-assign. So, basically, that would be based on your assumption na anong load, ilan ang dead load ng mechanical, ng electrical, ng ceiling, ng water line, and so on. So basically, Yun yung i-consider natin dito. So, for now, ito lang muna. Dadagdagan ko lang to ng may kinalaman sa, ay, hindi, isama na natin siguro. Pati, roof. Okay? Yung sa wind load. So, bahala kayo mag-compute dyan. Now, sa roof, i-discuss pa lang naman kasi natin kung paano nakakapag-come up sa loadings ng roof. Pero basically, almost same siya with the shear and the bending, pero dadagdagan pa natin lang siya ng additional na formula. Pero yun, design with that. Pagdating sa roof, I would expect na mas mahaba siya mas malaki siya sa 120 square meter kasi meron tayong minimum requirement. Again, depende doon sa layout ng bubong nyo. Okay? Then, if you want dos aguas, okay lang. Or naka-purlins lang, kayo bahala. Basta, madedesign nyo yung mga members na ng roof framing. Okay. So, I think clear yon na ito yung i-design natin tsaka with the loading. So, ang prepare nyo is the plan. Structural plan lang. Kung gusto nyo samahan ng RK, okay lang din. Pero, kahit structural plan lang will do. Pero, for the RK kasi, kahit hindi siya ganun ka-complete, basta reference nyo lang kung paano nyo na-come up yung structural plan nyo. Okay? Yung framing plan. Then, for the calculation, just use spreadsheet para mas mabilis. By the way, for the spreadsheet, you will be using 4 types of wood. Okay. Ayan. So, i-share ko sa inyo, siguro later, after this call, yung sa mga lumang mga review reference kasi, or kung meron kayo yung mga reference material na may timber, meron dong table ng Philippine Timbers na available sa atin na pwede nyong gamitin. So pumili kayo doon, that there are 4 classification. So each classification yan. Ayan. So i-design nyo lang siya based doon sa for each categories. Okay, I think siya, apat, if I'm not mistaken, yung high strike and so on. Yun. And then, for the sample computation, gawa lang kayo ng isang sample computation for the beam, joist, column, and roof kung paano nyo ginawa siya sa Excel. Meaning, manual computation ng isang member. Okay? Para lang alam ko, ay nung ginawa nyo yung Excel, kung gagawin nyo siya sa manual computation, yun yung process na gagawin nyo. As in sample computation, I think familiar naman kayo sa term na yun. Then everything will be automated using spreadsheet. Okay? Then, pero siya hindi siya for each type of wood. Isa lang. Isulat nyo na lang kung anong member doon, tapos anong type of wood yun nasa sample computation. Kasi lang naman siya, papalitan nyo lang naman yung property ng wood, yung allowable niya para para babago na yung buong computation. So basically, I would expect for each type of wood, iba-iba yung cross-section ng timber or lumber na makakamap nyo. Kasi magkakaiba ng strength yan eh. Kaya siya 4. Okay? Then, naman to, group of 5. So, I don't think na kulang yung And then, for the sample computation, yun nga, so okay na to. Then, for the discussion, gawa lang kayo ng isang paragraph, 1 or 2 paragraph, discussing what are the processes na ginawa nyo during the course of your plate. Okay? I will not be strict if you want to use AI for the paragraph, for the paragraph sa discussion and recommendation, provided na alam nyo yung nakasulat. Provided na yun ang ginawa nyo. Okay? So, please be mindful and please be responsible whenever you're using ChatGPT or any AI platform, na kapag gumagawa kayo ng any narrative, you may use that just to improve your word selections. Pero wag siya ang gagawa ng narrative nyo. Kapag obviously na hindi kayo yung gumawa ng narrative, so isisiro ko yung grade nyo sa discussion. Okay? So please, wag kayong, at saka sa recommendation. Kaya please, gamitin nyo siya in a proper way. Again, hindi ko kayo pinagbabawalan. I encourage you actually para ma-improve yung grammar. Yun nga lang kasi there are stubborn students na ang gusto pagka gagawa ng narrative, si ChatGPT lahat gagawa. Tapos hindi na binabasa, hindi chine-check kung ano yung content. Okay? Ako kasi gumagamit din ako personally, lalo sa trabaho. Pero kasi we use that to improve lang yung reports na ginagawa namin. Hindi yung ChatGPT yung gumagawa ng lahat. So we prompt ChatGPT what we want or other AI platform what we want to be produced doon sa paragraph. And then we check yun ba talaga yung gusto naming lumabas. So basically, yun nga, be responsible lang. Hindi ko naman kayo pinagbabawalan kasi andyan na yan eh. We can stop the development sa AI. Okay? And then yun, for the recommendation naman, ang in-expect ko dito content is based on your discussion, based on your process, what do you think are yung pwede nyo pang ma-recommend na changes doon sa process nyo that would improve your design and your process as a whole. Okay? So yun, ano lang siya, again, in your own words, and then you may use ChatGPT also or other AI platform to refine your word selection. With that, use A4. So naka-PDF lang naman to. So hindi nyo na kailangan mag-print out para hindi na rin kayo gagastos. So group of 5. So ngayon 36 lang yung pumasok. I think 55 kayo. Okay? And then yon lastly on Monday next week. So tutuloy na natin yung quiz number 2. Okay? For quiz number 3, siguro tapusin ko lang yung sa Perlins the following week. And then we could now proceed with your quiz number 3. Okay, most likely it's either that would fall on November 25 or December 1. Pero we'll see. Pero ito na lang muna para focus lang kayo dito. Any question? Ito ay ipopost ko dito sa chat para kahit hindi ko siya ma-post doon sa Teams, posted siya. Ayun pala, deadline. Okay. Due date. Kayo tatanungin ko kailan nyo gusto ipasa. Pwede kayo mag-chat sa chat box. You may suggest na tapusin siya hanggang bago mag-Christmas break. That is, sabihin natin hanggang December 21. So, pili kayo December 21 or pagbalik natin ng January, January 10. Yan. January 10 na lang para Saturday. Susulat ko dito. Pili kayo dito. Mag-chat kayo ngayon sa chat box. Pag di kayo nag-chat, pipiliin ko yung January. Ayan na lang pala. Sige, December 21. Sorry. December 21 tsaka January 10. Baka pwede kayong sumagot. Hello? Gising pa ba kayo dyan? Wala? Anong thumbs up? May nag-thumbs up. Sagot kayo. January 10 o yung iba. Actually, kaya ko nilagay December 21, maybe some of you would want it to be finished before Christmas. Kasi syempre, baka abala yung plate natin sa Christmas nyo. Pagbalik nyo submission, again, it's all on you. January 10. Okay. O sige. January 10. Sige. Kayo yan walang manghihingi ng extension. Kasi patapos na yung semester niyan, almost close to finish line na tayo dito. And tapos na tayo sa So January 10 at same pa din, 11:59 PM. Okay? So yun. Class, pala? Paano ba? Kasi 'di ba nag-exam kayo? Siguro ganito, to hide your identity, siguro naman hindi nyo alam yung mga student number nyo, 'di ba? Hindi, wag pala, baka kasuhan nyo ko. Ganito, I will let you know once na okay na yung pag na-check ko na yung mga papers kasi di pa ako nakakapag-check ng papers. Kasi nagsisimula pa lang ako. I will just send me a chat dito na lang sa Teams. Wag na sa Facebook kasi sinubukan ko last time sa Facebook nag-send. Parang sumabog yung Facebook ko sa dami na nagchat-chat. Mag-chat kayo dito sa Teams para mas madali for me. So, for great consultation. para maipakita ko sa inyo yung result of your scores. Siguro that would happen bago yung final exam siguro. Or week bago yung final exam. First week na lang ng January, gawin natin yun. Hopefully na check ko na yung mga papers. And then, I will be sending for those students na gusto mag-consult, mag-send kayo sa akin ng message para ma-send ko sa inyo yung screenshot ng score, yung ng raw scores nyo, kahit kulang pa kasi wala pa yung plate. Para alam nyo where do you stand doon sa class natin. Okay? And then, after that, I will be sending um, ano to? A forms, Google Forms, stating that you acknowledge na nakita nyo yung grade. Kasi bihira tayo pumasok sa school eh. So, para lang alam nyo kung ano yung scores ng mga naipasa nyo na. Pero again, that would happen first week na lang ng January. Okay? May question pa? Well, wala namang question. Teka, stop ko na muna yung recording.